You're not tired because you didn't sleep enough. You're tired because you're spending your energy on things that don't matter. There's a difference between physical exhaustion and the kind of tiredness that sleep doesn't fix. The kind where you wake up after 8 hours and still feel drained. The kind that follows you through the day no matter how much coffee you drink. The Stoics had a name for this, and they understood its cause 2,000 years before modern psychology caught up. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Confine yourself to the present, not because the past and future don't exist, but because living in them costs energy you don't have." Every time you replay a conversation that already happened, you spend real energy on something that cannot be changed. Every time you rehearse a future that hasn't arrived, you spend real energy on something that doesn't exist yet. That energy is not free. It comes from somewhere, and it leaves you exhausted. Modern psychology calls this rumination. The Stoics called it a waste of the only life you have. The first source of Stoic exhaustion, caring other people's opinions. Epictetus wrote that most human suffering comes from caring what other people think. And he was right. But what he didn't say explicitly is how much energy that caring costs. Every social interaction where you're performing instead of being yourself. Every decision filtered through what others might think. Every moment spent managing your image instead of living your life. That performance is exhausting. Not because other people are demanding, but because pretending to be someone you're not requires constant effort. It never stops. It never rests. The Stoic solution is not to stop caring about people. It's to stop outsourcing your sense of self to their opinions. Build your identity on your own values, and let what others think pass through you without sticking. The second source, the gap between what you want and what is. Most chronic tiredness is resistance. The resistance between the life you have and the life you think you should have. Between the person you are and the person you think you should be. That gap, maintained constantly, never resolved, is one of the most energy-intensive states a human being can be in. Marcus Aurelius practiced amor fati, love of fate, not passive acceptance, active embrace, the deliberate choice to want what is, not just tolerate it. When you stop fighting reality, an enormous amount of energy is freed, not because your problems disappear, but because you stop spending resources on a battle you were never going to win. The third source, doing too many things that don't matter. Seneca wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a great deal of it." Most people are not tired from doing too much. They are tired from doing too many things that mean nothing to them, obligations they never chose, tasks that serve other people's priorities, hours spent on things that leave no trace of satisfaction. The Stoic answer is ruthless simplicity: do less. But do what matters completely. Give your full attention to fewer things and let the rest go without guilt. The fourth source, the refusal to rest. This one surprises people, but the Stoics were clear. Rest is not laziness. It is part of the work. Marcus Aurelius slept. He took breaks. He wrote in his journal not just to think, but to decompress. He understood that a mind under constant pressure without recovery does not become stronger. It becomes brittle. Modern neuroscience confirms this completely. The brain consolidates learning during rest. It processes emotion during sleep. It generates its best thinking during unstructured time. If you are always tired, the answer is not more discipline. It is better recovery, intentional rest, guilt-free stillness. The Stoics were not machines. They were human beings who understood that sustainable performance requires sustainable recovery. You are tired because you are leaking energy in four directions: rumination, performance, resistance, and meaningless activity. Plug those leaks, return to the present, drop the performance, embrace what is, do less, but do it completely. That is the Stoic cure for the tiredness that sleep cannot fix. If this gave you something useful, subscribe. The books that inspired this video are linked below. See you in the next one.